Okay, hey guys, how are you all doing? Well, I'm here today to show you guys something that you might not have noticed during the FIFA Mobile World Cup video that you might have seen from iLogics or the article that you might have read on the EA website. If you haven't seen or read the article, I'll also link that and iLogics video in the description. So I'm gonna break down some things basically first of all, and towards the end I'll give you guys certain things that you might not have noticed or might have missed out on. So let's start up. Basically, you pick up one of the 32 qualified nations and you earn FIFA Mobile rewards and player items as you progress through the tournament and reach the pinnacle of world football. I really like this. So let's start with the 2018 FIFA World Cup node or section in this whole game. What it looks like is you can choose one of the countries you want to start with. You gain 11 players which are 70 to 72 rated, so 70, 71 or 72 rated only, and you can use skill boost to upgrade them later on. So you win the FIFA World Cup by completing group and knockout stages. The group stage, win any two of the three matches to proceed to the knockout. Then the knockout stage, the further you go, the better your rewards are gonna be, and you can claim the FIFA World Cup through 5 tiers. To be honest, test your skill by completing all 5 tiers, so you can finish first, go to the second one, third, fourth, fifth. That's how it goes. Now let's go into the versus attack mode during the FIFA World Cup in itself. So what the versus attack mode looks like, it is pretty nice to me. If you get 10 wins, you get 5 World Cup tokens. You get 6 wins, I think you get 2 World Cup items, whatever. That's how it looks like to me. And you go through, you can also see that EA has changed things a little. Now the tournament, maybe the World Cup tournament or whatever, resides inside the versus attack mode in itself. So if you play through this, you get items which can be either World Cup players, World Cup skill boosts, World Cup XP, World Cup event points, World Cup tokens, or World Cup bonus points. It just does show that there's a lot of different points to be claimed here. So now we're gonna go further into what seems to me like it's gonna be the tournament mode or something inside the versus attack mode. I found this screenshot on EA's website. So 5 out of 10 matches played, and there's a featured match which I believe is gonna look like maybe you can choose either of the two teams and play against your opponents online in versus attack mode basically, and see if you can win the match. Now if you go through EA's website, you'll also find something called a fantasy match. Now I don't know what this is, but maybe it's just matches that aren't there in real life but EA want them to be there. So fantasy matches, but the thing is that you require 11 players of the matching nation on your active lineup. So you need to have the 11 players of the particular nation in itself to be able to play these fantasy matches and get some good rewards, I guess. Now let's go into the matchups section here. What we see is the 2018 FIFA World Cup matchups group stage. So while the group stage goes on, there's going to be the group stage matchups. You can see the dates and the respective times are also written down there with each match, which does give us something that's nice, that if you do not know when exactly the match is going to be, you can just come in the game and check out when it's going to be. So here it shows 13 o'clock. Now let's go into the leaderboards section. This is something different, not too much of a difference to be honest, but as you can see, there's no fans or anything, there's just wins. So the more you win, the higher you progress, and I believe the higher you go, the better your rewards are gonna be, or I hope the better your rewards are gonna be at least. So now let's go into the 2018 FIFA World Cup once again. I don't know exactly about how this particular mode in the game is gonna go because we don't have any proper information, but there's gonna be a road to FIFA World Cup. So you can see there's a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. This might just be the normal FIFA World Cup, but I guess a road to FIFA World Cup would make sense if you're only allowing the players to use nations that haven't qualified. So as you can see down there, there's unqualified nations. So these nations did not qualify for the World Cup, but you can play like the nations that you see here. There's gonna be USA, there's China, there's Netherlands, and there's Italy. So at least Gigi Buffon gets a card that he deserves to get and you can play with nations, your favorite nation that may not have qualified actually. So I really like all the concepts and everything that EA have done here. It's a really nice game mode to me. They have added a lot of different stuff here that we did not expect, or let's actually, you know what, let's just hope that the stuff turns out to be at least how I'm expressing in this video. And something to notice, you can switch between the FIFA World Cup mode and the normal FIFA playing events and everything. And this can be a proof here where Tom tweeted, "We won't get rid of your regular teams. It's a separate mode with a possible 6 extra lineups to play with." I really love this, man. So now Tom also tweeted out certain card designs and all that stuff, and since he is in charge of card designs and I think concepts and all that stuff, so he can show us that there's a gold player card, there's elite, there's master players, and I believe this is what the icon cards are going to look like, the one on the bottom right, because the top left and the bottom right do look kind of different to me. There's, as you saw, the top left is going to be golden, the second one is going to be elite, which is bottom left, the top right is the purple cards, which are going to be the masters, and I guess the icons are going to be like what you see with the Argentinian flag in the bottom right. Now I don't know, it's not confirmed, it's just my speculation here, because as Tom says, there are no bronze or silvers, there's everyone that's going to be at least gold. So I really like that as well. There's only 70 plus rated cards. It's really nice, man. Okay, something else, all teams will use their crests and their kits, so you can play with your Portuguese or Argentinian kit. Now moving on, there's some squad building challenges in the game as well, and here itself you can see proof that the players are gonna be with their national symbols on them. So there's gonna be players with their own crests. So there's gonna be Germany crest here, as you can see, for example, and these players are the elite versions. That's why I think there's 89s, 83s, 82s, 81s, 84s, 85s, 88s, you know. So that's something nice, something that I really like. I did not, to be honest, want to just have the 70, 71 and 72 rated. It would have been pretty boring if we just had really low rated cards, but it does seem like we do not, so I'm really relieved by that. There's SPCs, as you can see, so these SPCs should give you some rewards in your actual FIFA Mobile Club and not just in your World Cup. But the World Cup in itself is going to be a fun thing, so I really wouldn't complain if we did not get anything major for our actual clubs as well. So you can see there's an overall of 85 required for this, 3 clubs required and 1 country itself. Maybe it actually required all German players, but maybe it did not. Maybe just required one particular country, and that's what the squad builder has done. So do not worry about picking the wrong nation, because every nation has 11 starter players, 23 to 35 base players, and 25 plus hero players. The heroes are going to be elites and master versions of the base players. So let's say if Manuel Neuer has a 72 rated card, and you saw back in the SPC, his hero version, or whatever you might call it, has an 89 rated card. So there's that as well. And then there's 5 campaign players, 1 level player. I don't know what the level player means. Maybe it could be like the icon thing that I expected, or maybe it could just be the golden card. I really don't know. The 5 campaign players could also be what I potentially thought was the icon card, right? So there's 5 tournament players as well, which I think should help you with the versus tournament, or whatever it's going to be called, World Cup tournament, whatever. I showed you the screenshots in the beginning, right? And then there's 2 versus players. I don't know really what that means, but we'll see later on, guys. Quickly, I would also just like to add something else. It seems like there is going to be a transfer market in the game, unlike console, so that's kind of a relief. So now I'm just gonna give credits to the 2 sources where I got all this information from. I really hope I have solved any doubts you had, and I really hope you have learned something that you did not earlier know. So this is the EA website. I really like the design on the website as well. They have put a whole World Cup Russia 2018 themed website, so I'll put a link to that in the description. And further credits go to iLogix HT. If you guys haven't watched his breakdown of the 2018 FIFA Mobile World Cup video, be sure to go and check that out. I'll also link that in the description. So I mean, he's a pretty good YouTuber as well. Go subscribe to him, go like that video at least. And yeah, I guess that's been it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.